Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. In today's class, we will see one another interesting video on N10. Okay, so we will not wait, we will quickly go ahead and start. So, what you have to do, first of all, you have to go to your n10.io page. Okay, then you have to click on sign in. So once you clicked on sign in, then you have to provide your account name, then you have to click on sign in again. Okay, so then you will able to see your home screen of the N10. Those who have not created any accounts on the N10, please watch my previous video and you can just follow and create one N10 account on the n10.io. Then you will able to log into the n10 account, then you will able to see this account page. Okay, so once you will able to see this page, what you have to do, you will see there are a lot of features, menu options are there. So I will request you have to go to my previous video and see what all are the no options, menus are available, what all these, and what is workflow, credential, executions, and variables. Okay, so just I'll give bit on these sections. Workflows, where you know we'll go ahead and design our workflows and we can do on our autonomous agent. Okay, and the credential, where it will going to store all the credentials. So if I click my credential section, you will able to see my all the credentials I have stored here to integrate or to communicate with my third party applications. Can be LLM, can be a Gmail account, or can be a Google Sheet. Okay, and executions will help you all the executions so far whatever you have done. And the variables, you will able to see the variables you have used, I have not used. You can also see the data tables, whatever you have used your data table in your workflows. Okay, and these are my couple of sample workflows. Okay, in this particular account. Okay, so now I'll just go back to the agenda for today. So what we are going to build it today, we will build one simple, very simple agent, or you can say N10 workflow, that is called student library agent. Okay, so what exactly the student library agent will do, it will user will interact over the chat. Okay, can be from WhatsApp, can be from any communication channel. User will interact. Okay, user will ask to know about the library, or to can be place the order for the book, or can be you know as check the existing orders. Okay, all the informations about the library, suppose user want that through chat. Okay, so how that can be possible? So in that case, what we have to do, we have to just build a simple agent, and that agent to be available for the students. Okay, so then user can interact. Okay, you can just ping hi, hello, and I want to know about the information about the book, I want to know information about my order, I want to place a order. All these informations you can no you can ask over the chat, so that the agent is capable enough to give the response, and it will help you to place your order, to answer all your queries whatever you have been asked. Okay, so that we will see it. Okay, so to build that particular agent, what are the things you have to know is required for you? You need one trigger event. So you know what is trigger event, you have already seen in my previous class. You need a trigger event. Okay, in this case the trigger event will be on chat message. Okay, in this case the trigger event will be the on chat message, and then the next is action event. In the action event we are going to use all these things. No worries, I'll going to explain one after another in detail with practical. Okay, so then we'll use all these action events, and also we will see some integration services. We will see some integration services with the third party systems. Okay, all these three things we will see one after another. Now I'll back to my N8N workflow. I will directly go to create workflow, click on create workflow, and in the create workflow, very first step, what you have to do, just you rename this workflow called student library agent. Okay, just go here, press write student library agent. Okay, so once you create the student library agent, okay, so then the next step is what you have to do. You have to, as I told, you have to find a trigger event. You have to go here and look for the trigger. There are many trigger options are there. So in the previous class we have seen manual trigger, on form submission triggers. Okay, so like this webhooks trigger is there, also app event triggers is there. No? So in this case we have to use on chart message. Okay, so don't do anything here, just simply close this and you will see your chart message here. Okay, so you will see your chart message here. So once you will be able to see your chart message, just to test it, the chart message, this node is working or not, just to simply, it will be in the head state here. Okay, just to open the chart here, click on this and you just simply write the hi. Just to test it, your node is working or not. Yeah, my node is working. Okay, then the next step is when one user asks something over the chart, it should go to somewhere, right, who will responsible to process your query and construct your response and given back to you, right? To do this, you have to use one action node called AI, okay, agents. This is your action node. Don't see anything here now. For the time being, close this. Okay, so this will be your action node called AI agents, right? In this AI agent, whenever any message will come from the user, it will be received by the AI agent. Once it will be received by the AI agent has three subnodes. One is called chart model, memory, and tools. Okay, what exactly it is all these three subnodes? Okay, because AI agent will look for someone who can help to AI agent to give the answer. Okay, for this LLM will come to the picture. So in the chart model we have to integrate one LLM. That LLM will helps to AI agent to process the query, to no to understand the query what user has been asked. Okay, now to do this you have to go to chart model and I will going to use Google Gemini, that is free of cost. Use Google Gemini chart model. Okay, and you will able to see this screen. Okay, here chart model, if you see here, this chart model, okay, is a third party tool which is available in Google, and this LLM is developed by Google and this is a third party one. How N8N AI agent is going to communicate with this? It directly cannot communicate, right? There should be some authentication process. Okay, so how that is going to be communicated with each other? Using credential, okay, or you can say using API keys. Okay, just you double click here, you will see here I have already been created one API keys. Okay, similarly you have to create one API keys for to establish the connection between LLM and your agent. Okay, how to create the API keys? I would request you to please go through my previous class and see how exactly I have created the API keys for Google Gemini. Okay, so here I have to just select my API keys, my no, connection details. Once I have selected model, you can select any model. I'll just go with the default one. I'll not change anything. Then I'll come back. Okay, my LLM is connected to my agent now. Then the next step is, suppose user send the name, my name is Bibu. Okay, so second time, for example, user will ask what is my name or ask some informations which is already been shared. The agent should be capable enough to memorize the things so that it cannot ask again and again to the user the same informations. For this we have to use a small memory. Okay, so that memory is called simple memory. You can use it here. It's called simple memory. So you can use anything, you can use DB, you can use other things also, but just for temporary storage perspective, I can use simple memory. You can use the number of window length, context length. I'll go with the default. Okay, the simple memory you have to going to connect it here. Let me connect this. Okay, now the next thing is tools. What exactly the tools? Whenever any query will come from the user to the agent will pass the informations to LLM. LLM start analyzing the queries and construct the results for the user. Okay, but if you will not provide some context to the LLM, then only there might be a possibility of hallucination. The LLM will give, because LLM don't want to prove himself as a not trained one. That's why he will give the answer by using his you can say expertise. He will give the answers to you that might be a create hallucinations. Okay, to avoid all such things, then what exactly we have to do, we have to pass some context, just like we have to give the backgrounds, we have to give some informations, or you have to give some details, so that LLM will depend on this. Based on this, it will create a constructive answer and return back the answer to user. To do this, we have to use the tool. What exactly the tools we are going to use? If you back to my agenda here, we are going to use three sections. One section is called stock, where it will store all the stock details of the book. Order, it will store all the order detail of the customers. Okay, FAQs, it will just store the information about the libraries. Okay, that's it. So how we will going to store all these details? We are going to store all these details, can be any tools using DB, any other things you can use it, but just for the simple example, I am going to store the data, all this thing in a sheet. Okay, how we going to store all this data, I will show you. Okay, so what I am going to do, I will create a Google Sheet. You can use OneDrive, you can use Google Sheet, any data source systems, cloud data source system, you can use it to store the data. Okay, but in this case I am going to use my Google Sheet. Okay, and in that Google Sheet I am going to store all these details, stocks, orders and FAQs. Okay, now I'll go to my Google Sheet. Okay, then you have to go to your Google, go to the account where your Google Sheet is stored, then you click on this, go to the Google Sheet. So once I clicked on the Google Sheet, you will see this book library. Okay, I have a Google Sheet, it's called book library. Once I clicked on this book library, you will able to see in this Google Sheet book library, I have three sheets are there. One is stock, ordered and FAQs. Stocks, it will give you the current balance of the book, which of the books are available, which of the books are not available, out of stock. It will give, see, if you see the rich dart and poor dart has three quantities available. Okay, similarly you can see no, the power of now is available to quantity. Okay, and in this case if you see think and grow rich is not available. So these are the stock details. Okay, and order, when the user will post a order, when user will post a order or user will place a order, then order will be stored here. Okay, so in this case I don't want to place any previous stored order. Let me clean it and blank it. Okay, so at the real time the data will be come and stored in this here. Okay, then FAQs, it will give you the information about your libraries. Okay, clear? Now I will back to my N10. Okay, I'll back to my workflow. Let me close this tab. Okay, here Yeah, Google Sheet tools. Okay, so once you search, click on this plus icon, then you will see the Google Sheet tools. Okay, in the Google Sheet tools, you have to use the credential, then you have to use book library, then you have to use stocks. Okay, then close this and it's connected now. Okay, similarly, suppose someone wants to know about you can say your FAQs. Similarly, you have to use credential. Same the get informations. Here you have to use book library, and here you have to use FAQs. Okay, that's it. So my FAQ is ready also, and my this one is ready also. Let me rename it just for easy understanding. I can say this is my stock. Okay, and this is my FAQs. Okay, now here the tricky part is, if the user will ask, yes, it will communicate and to LLM take the help of stock and give the answer. Same for the FAQs. But suppose user want to place the order, then how will that is going to happen? So if the user want to place a book order, how that order is going to stored in our Google Sheet? Because in these two cases, we are reading the data from the sheet. Now we will see how we'll store the data into the sheet. Just to click on this and just type Google Sheet tool, same Google Sheet tool here. Use your account and this is set automatically. This source is fine, but here you will not use get rows. Here you have to use append rows. Okay, because you are now going to store the data into the Excel. And here you have to go to the bank library, and here you have to go to orders. Sorry guys. So then here what you have to do, customer name. So you don't no need to parameterize, no need to hard code. Just ask the AI to decide. Ask the AI to ask to the user and fill it. Booking item, quantity, you can fill it. Order date, what you can do, okay, the order date, you can do one thing. You have to just write a simple syntax to write your order date. Okay, this is just a JavaScript syntax, so that is very easy. I'll give you that. You can just update the order date here. Status, I don't want to disclose to user, so I'll not put the status. Okay, so then that's it. So the order date will be, it will be let me check the order date. The syntax is, okay, the order date I'll give you, no worries. Okay, so the order date you have to put it. Once you put the order date, then you have to close this. Okay, then your just you reorganize your workflow. Now if you see here, this is your LLM, this is your sample memory. Okay, and this is your stock details, this is your FAQ details. I'll put it here, and here this is your order details. Order. Okay, so I'll just rename it. Okay, so all set now. So we have filled all these details, right? Now what I'll do, I will go and double click on the order. I'll update my syntax, okay, for the order date here. Okay, that is just a simple JavaScript expression. You have to put it so that it will put the data. It will just using some sample expressions. Okay, so let me do it. Paste this simple expression here. Okay, so if I'll expand in the editor expression, so if you see, this is a simple expression. Just it will now will give you the current date and time. Okay, then it will be just formatted. That's it. Okay, so I'll close this. So once I put all these details, okay, then I close this node. Okay, so if you see now, my trigger node is ready and my agent is ready, and my Gemini is ready. Okay, and sample memory on my invent, or you can say my no context point of view, all my tools details are ready here. Okay, now if you ask the questions here, it will go to the agent and it will communicate to the LLM, and LLM will also take the support of all these tools based on the questions and it give the answers to the user. But still the LLM will give the answer in unstructured format. There might be a possibility along with the informations pulled from these tools can add some hallucinated informations by using his intelligence. Okay, to avoid all such thing, we have to provide a good prompt. Okay, once we provide a good prompt, then only my LLM will be follow that particular prompt, that particular guideline when is going to respond back to the user. Okay, it will not mix up the informations or you will not hallucinate the informations along with these informations. Okay, so to do this simple, I'll going to share this no you can say the prompt to you, no worries. I'll just copy this prompt. What exactly is prompt? It will talk about the library, it will talk about all the information, certain guidelines, no, it will talk about your libraries. Okay, so I'll just copy this content. Let me copy this content. So nothing have to do, just simply copy this content. Okay, and once you copy this content here, go to this AI agent, double click. In this AI agent, your source of prompt, okay, it will be connected to the trigger node. It means that from where the user message will come, it will be the trigger node. Okay, now here you have to go click on add options. Here you have to provide the system message. Okay, in the system message you have to just paste your prompt here. I just pasted my prompt here. Okay, so if you see here, I just pasted my prompt about the library guidelines, everything I pasted here. Okay, once I pasted it here, I'll come back from my node, AI agent node. Okay, now all set. So let me test it. I'll go to my book library. Just I'll do a sample test here. So if you see here, what is your opening hours? This is the FAQs. Okay, order is blank. Okay, stock is rich dot poor dot book is there. Okay, wings of fire book, no, the book is there and all. So these are the books are available. Okay, now I'll go to my N10 account. Okay, in this N10 account, I'll just click on open chart. Once I click on open chart, let me clear the chart window. So what I have to do, I have to go here and I'll write hello. So once I write hello and press, immediately my entire workflow has been executed successfully. And if you see, these are the the nodes has been called, and also it's, if you see, the green tick is marked. Okay, so now if I write I want to order one book. Okay, just you write I want to order one book, then you press enter. Then let's see what is responding. Sure, what is your name is asking. So if I'll give my name is called Vivu D, and then immediately it will just interrogate me. All right, Vivu D, so which book would you like to order and what quantity? So I can say I want to order the book. I want to order the book name. I want to order the book name called Rich Dad and Poor Dad. And okay, of to quantity. So up to quantity. So just I press the enter. Okay, so if you see, it started booking the order for me. Okay, let's see, we will get a response quickly. See, immediately I got the response. Your order for Rich Dad and Poor Dad of 2 quantities confirmed. So I'll say thank you. So then no, you are most welcome. Is there anything else I can help you? So if I will ask, so now I place the order. Okay, if I'll ask, suppose for example, what is the library timing, opening time and closing time? So if I'll say, okay, what is the opening and closing time of library? Okay, so if I'll say, just press enter, so immediately it will also give me the answer when the library is open and closed. So we are open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it's very nice, right? So this is how you have to build your agent. So this is just one of the example I have given how we can build the agent. Similarly, you can build different kind of agent for your different requirement. Okay, and also now you have seen here we are chatting within the N10 platform, right? Within the N10, so you can take this piece of agent and connect it to one of the external no you can say interactive system, can be your WhatsApp, can be your Facebook Messenger, or can be any Teams channel. You can just connect it and you can just integrate your agent so that it will happily communicate to the customers, and it will give the informations to the customer as and when required. You no need to hire a resource sit in the back end to respond to your customers. So all job will be taken care by the AI agent. So I think that's it for the today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned a couple of things. So we will see you in the upcoming class. Thank you for now. Bye bye.